I imagine we'll have a couple of people join us, but since I'm so prone to forget that, I'll just do that first. And glad to see you here, Token. Glad that Truls has an interpreter now. Paul, great to see you.
Hey, Randy. Do you mind? Could you change it to multi-pin so I can pin like multiple views?
I'm sorry, what do I need to do?
Like a multi-pin.
I don't, a multi-ping?
Yes,
Pin.
no, pin, like pinning the views.
Oh, is that,
Like
oh, I don't know
multi.
what that is. I can do anything you want. I'm gonna make you an organizer on it so that you should be able to do whatever you want. I think. I'm gonna make you a co-host. See
I
if
have
that,
no idea how to do it.
oh, you don't? Okay. I think it's something that you do on your end. Um,
You have to allow it, Randy. You have to, as the
okay.
host, say allow multi-pin,
Where
and
is that, Chris?
then people can do it. I'm checking it out in the help here.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, make me a co-host if you want, and I'll see if I can find it.
I'll do that too. That was
So,
Selwyn saying that, I think.
yes, sorry, so
Okay, you're also a co-host now. And Chris, if you find it, you're also a co-host.
Wonderful.
Chris, can you help take notes?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, thank you. I started and I'm not that good at it. This is Selwyn again.
Hey, Carrie, great to see you. And Ralph is here. Yay. I never see his face. So great to have you here. Sai, do you say your name Sai? C? All right. That was a yes to one of those two. It's like Sai. Okay, there we go. Good deal. Ah, like Simon. Okay, very good. All right, welcome everybody. Did we get the multi-pin, Tope?
I don't see that on.
Yeah.
Oh, she
Thank
does.
you. Thank you
Okay.
so much, Randy.
Very
Thank
good.
you.
All right, very good. Let's go ahead and get started. I thank you very much, all of you, for being here. I appreciate your collaboration and cooperation in working on this. Let's go ahead and start. We've got the recording turned on and we've got minutes going. Thank you to both of you. Let's go ahead and introduce ourselves. We have a small group, so feel free to just go ahead and say, introduce yourself and say where you are in the world and why you're interested in DDEV. Truls, do you want to go first?
Yeah. Hi, everyone. So my name is Trolls, and I'm from Norway. And I've been doing DevOps, and I'm been doing Drupal for around 16 years, I think. Yeah, around 16 years. So and I've been using DDEV for a lot of different companies. Yeah, throughout the years. So yeah, that's why I'm active now and contributing now. Yeah.
Great to have you here. Great to have you here. I'm Randy Fay. I'm the lead maintainer of DDEV, and I'm in Palisade, Colorado, in the U.S. And happy to see you here. Selwyn, why don't you go ahead?
Sure, Selwyn Pollitt. I live in Austin, Texas. Drupal developer and author of Drupal at Your Fingertips, online Drupal book. That's me. I've been a huge fan of DDEV and Randy's for a while now.
I'm going to try to figure it. Thank you very much. I'm going to try to get they have a feature, I think it's on Zoom, where you can make the people stay in the same order.
Yeah, it's called follow host order.
I am not finding it, but I'm just going to go ahead and now I'm going to go through the ones in my participant list. Chris Wells, go ahead.
Hello, I'm Chris Wells. I'm from Redfin Solutions. We're in the Northeast United States, based in Portland, Maine. We've been using DDEV a few years now, switching from sort of a custom virtual machine that we had homegrown. And yeah, we're just an agency and we use DDEV for everything. Love it.
Great to have you here. Andrew, Barry, go ahead. If you
Hello,
can.
my name's Andrew Berry. I'm the Director of Technology at Lullabot, a Drupal web development agency. We've standardized on DDEV since late 2021 and have been successful using it since then. And so we are both users and contributors to it, and glad for both cases.
Excellent. Carrie, go ahead.
Hi, I'm Kerry Gordon from sunny Southern California. I am the ex-president of the Cherry Hill Company, but I still have my hands in actually doing work, which is a change from the stuff I did as president. A nice one, and been using Drupal since version 4.5, and I've been using DDEV. I switched from MAMP a long time ago, pretty early on. So, and I'm here.
Very cool. All right, thank you. Christian.
Hi, I'm Christian Lopez. I work at Lullabot as a senior developer, and I'm based in Seville, Spain. And I was a very late adopter of DDEV. Like, I was neglecting all its benefits, but now I use it for everything. So I never install anything on my local anymore. So happy to be here.
We're very happy to have all of your contributions and involvement everywhere. That is wonderful. Graham, go ahead.
Hello, I'm Graham from rainy England. It's raining right now, just to be a complete stereotype. I work at Soapbox. It's an agency, and DDEV basically came along, saved the day, and got our front-end team, back-end team, people on Linux, Mac, Windows, all sorts of things, all working on the same local development environment. So it's made our lives so much easier. So that's our selfish vested interest in keeping up to date with what's going on.
Wonderful. Kevin Quillen, can you do it or not? I know you're on your phone.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yep.
Great. Joined by phone for audio and my desktop for video. It's kind of weird. Hey everyone, I'm Kevin Quillen. I'm a practice lead at Valier, an agency based in Boston. I'm currently located in Virginia Beach, is where I'm based out of. Long time Drupal contributor, see a lot of familiar names and faces here, but very, very early DDEV contributor. We've been using DDEV for about a year now, but a lot of Docker stuff before that point. So excited to be here and contribute to DDEV.
Excellent. Great to have you. Paul, go ahead.
I'm Paul Gilzo. I'm a developer relations engineer with platform.sh. I'm based in Columbia, Missouri in the States, which is pretty much dead center of the United States, several hours from Randy. But I work with Randy on the platform integration as well as just general assistance where I can with DDEV. And I'll be at DrupalCon next week.
Excellent. Will several of you come to DrupalCon next week in Portland? Yeah, Chris is there. Paul's there. I'm going to be there. If you or anybody you know is going to be there, I would love to talk with them. So that would be great. Andrew's going to be there. That's fantastic. It's so cool to see people in person. Okay, now who am I losing up? Mayank, go ahead. Good to see you.
Yeah, absolutely. I hate the fact that every time I get to miss it because I have a clash meeting, but looks like today that meeting won't happen, so I jumped on.
Okay.
Yeah,
Great to have you.
thank you.
Everybody's moving around in the order here, so I'm getting lost. Ralph, did you already go?
Not yet. Hi, I'm Ralph from Nuremberg, Germany. Also into Drupal and yeah, DDEV for a while.
Ralph and I have this perpetual private conversation going on. Ralph is kind enough to test and use every head version of DDEV as soon as it comes out, and that is such a wonderful thing to have. You always have him asking questions or making sure that they work, and it's just it's a lovely thing to have that. And Sai, great to have you here. I know you introduced yourself, and text is fine if that's preferable. I thought you were in New Zealand. I didn't know you were in Melbourne. Okay, that's all right. Okay, we got the whole story. Yeah, it's amazing how much, how far, I can't even believe that you would join us from Australia. That's a lot of hours difference. So thank you for being here. I'm glad you're here. Stas, go ahead.
Hi, I'm Stas Zhuk. I'm from Kremenchuk. It's central Ukraine, and I am a maintainer of DDEV, and also I work as PHP developer, mainly on Laravel projects. And I have been using DDEV for several years, and I'm happy to be a part of this community.
And we're very happy to have you. So Sai, you're going to be in Portland. That's wonderful. I'm looking forward to meeting you in person. That will be great. Did I get everybody? Because the things are popping around on the participants list. So glad to have you. If anybody, yeah, think we got everybody? Okay. All right, well, let's go ahead and move on to our agenda. We're a small enough group with a small enough agenda that you're welcome to just mention things if you want to. It's fine to just pop in and say what you need to say. It's just, and I want to, I say this all the time, but I want to reiterate how much I appreciate all of you coming and joining in and making us know that you're out there and that you're listening and that you know what's going on. And that we can count on your feedback. That's just a wonderful thing. So as far as recent and upcoming events, I think you all probably know that DDEV v1.23.0 was released, and it seems to have been going pretty well. There's just a couple of friction points. People that have a custom Docker file that affects PHP packages. Some people have had to add a little thing to their Docker file to change permissions on that, and that's pinned on the issue list. And there has been an Xdebug release since 1.23.0 came out, and that's supposed to fix a couple of crashes that people still seem to have been having with the latest Xdebug. You can get that already in v1.23.0 by saying web image extra packages, PHP Xdebug or whatever. It's in the issue, but we probably, Stas and I were talking about a new release of 1.23.1, probably for after DrupalCon, just to get mostly those two things in there. Did any of you have any questions or comments about the new releases? I hope that people are using it and having good success with it. We haven't seen much friction in the support channels.
You're working like a champ.
Excellent. And I think you probably saw that DDEV, the DDEV Foundation got the US 501c3 approval from the US IRS, which is, you know, a technical thing, but it means that we qualify as a nonprofit now, which means that a number of things are available to us, and foundations that use that as a criteria can open their coffers, things like that. It opens a number of things, and it also makes it so that we don't have to think about whether we have to pay taxes or not. Actually, I have on my to-do list, which is not a very happy thing, but you might remember that in 2020, for tax year 2022, we actually paid some taxes, and we could get that back now because the 501c3 is retroactive. So I could do an amended tax return and get $2,000 or $3,000 back. We'll see if I can.
It also means that old people like me can contribute directly from their 401k without paying any taxes and without having to meet the donation level required for an actual deduction.
There you
And
go.
I believe that will be true for all the donations now, right? Like if donors make any contributions, those will be tax-free. Or was that the case earlier as well? I'm not sure.
Yeah, well, it's true, but in the U.S., you know, there's most people don't meet the deduction ceiling unless you bought a $10 million house with a big mortgage. So that's a great thing if you're actually doing it from a retirement account. You don't have to do anything, you just donate it.
Got it. Thank you.
Now, the retirement account was the little hitch that he threw in there. There's different rules for that. So that is great. And by the way, you're welcome to send us your entire account. So
yeah, well, I'll think about that after I spend 99.99.
Have we talked about bequeaths to the DDEV Foundation yet?
No,
Legacy giving.
Legacy giving. We're going to start up a legacy giving thing. Go ahead.
Yeah, there's no reason not to. I mean, you know, I've set up legacy giving for the food bank, you know, so why not DDEV?
I don't want to be I don't want to be in any way negative, but all of us here have a hard time seeing DDEV as being what it is today in 20 years, whereas we do see the food bank being what it is in 20 years. And so
just saying.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly. It is funny to talk about it, isn't it? Anyway, it's a significant step in terms of DDEV Foundation being like real, we can say, being a recognized organization. And it's not just the tax-free nature of contributions to it or the tax-free nature of it not having to pay taxes. It's the recognition of it as a real going concern that is clearly designated as a nonprofit, that are the things that make it more goodish. So that's good. I hope on the next thing here is the contributor training starts up again in 2 weeks on May 15th, actually 2 weeks from today. I look forward to having you there. We've got quite a slate of things on our list to cover, and suggestions are welcome, but we're going to do Golang debugging for the first one because there have been some questions about that in the issue queue. And I think we'll just have Kevin Quillen teach it. So that'll be great. So just little notes. There was a Tag One Team Talk podcast about DDEV that was really fun. You may want to follow the link to that. As we just talked about, I'll be at DrupalCon Portland with several of you, and I look forward to seeing you everywhere there. And later this month, starting on May 28th, they invited me to be a guest host on Talking Drupal. So that'll be a fun thing. there's an enormous amount that I don't know about Drupal, but they said if I can just ask good questions, that's good enough. So that'll be fun. Any questions about recent things these last 2 months? It seems like these last 2 months have gone by pretty fast. Getting back, we had our big long meeting 2 months ago, and it seems like it was just yesterday. And by the way, I so much appreciate you participating in that long meeting and the review of 2023 and the plans for 2024. I think that helps an enormous amount. But it does seem like that's just yesterday. Any other comments about recent things or coming events? Okay, money. We have, as of yesterday, we had 21,863 in the bank. As of today, that's down to 18,000 or something like that, because because we paid the bill. We paid Stas's bill. He's always right there on the ball at the end of the month, and we pay right away. So that's good. But that's a good safety amount to be in there. My take on our, if you take a look at the profit and loss statement or whatever, you'll see that our balance stays pretty close. So we have some in the bank, but we're basically spending what we're getting. And so it's a good situation, but we're certainly not in a situation where we could do that long term with a second maintainer working at Stas's level, paid maintainer working at Stas's level, that kind of thing. But I'm very happy with where we're at. I'm very happy with what Stas is doing. I'm very happy with platform, of course, providing my salary, which is an amazing thing for them to do. It's a huge contribution. I should mention something else about platform. Platform has been going through, and you may or may not know that Platform owns the DDEV trademark, but they have licensed it to the DDEV Foundation. And that's a slightly awkward situation. I would probably, in the big scheme of things, rather the DDEV Foundation own the DDEV trademark. But I realized the other day that there's a very, very great reason for Platform to be doing that, because trademarks have to be defended, and they pay attention to that, and they have lawyers, that know about trademarks and all of those things. And they've actually been working on this lately. They were trying to get not just the US trademark and such sorted around, but they were also trying to get an EU trademark for DDEV, which is, those are things that we would absolutely not have the capability to do. We have no lawyers in this organization and don't expect to have any anytime soon, or anybody paying attention to that. So I'm very thankful that the trademark is being tended by people that know how to tend it. Let's see what Sai said here. And there are a couple other comments in the chat here that I'd like to go back to. Carrie said we need swag, and of course Mayank pointed him to where we have the swag already. And it's actually pretty cool, and I have it on. See here, can you see my new DDEV? This is the DDEV t-shirt from threadless.com. Bernardo did all the work to make these happen. And he's trying to organize a DDEV t-shirt day at DrupalCon. So if you're going to be there, I think did he say Monday or did he say Tuesday that he wanted to do it? Let me just take a look here. What he said. I don't know whether I'll find it. I'm sure he'll promote it more over there. So So Sai says, anybody in Portland, he's going to try to run a DDEV table at the code sprint. So that will be lovely. I usually am in the new contributor area, but that is great. Yeah, I know, Carrie, I know about Dries owning the Drupal trademark, so it's the same. It's a slightly different awkwardness, although I imagine that Dries doesn't have adequate personal lawyers to defend the trademark either. So I'm really I hadn't even thought about this whole problem until just recently when I heard that their lawyers were fiddling with this, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm glad we don't have to do that.
I suspect Acquia has a whole cadre of lawyers.
Right, but whether Acquia will, yeah, who knows? Yeah, we're not gonna. Yeah, I'm sure they've got adequate lawyers. Whether their lawyers will defend personal trademarks owned by Dries, I do not know. Kevin, I'm pretty sure those hoodies are made on demand. So you were asking if there's any of the DDEV hoodies left. I'm pretty sure those are made on demand, so you should be able to get them anytime. I'm going to get one of the. They looked really nice to me. I don't need them this time of year because we're coming on to summer here in Colorado, but I really need them in the wintertime. So I'm definitely going to have one in the wintertime.
I have a very important question.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So is your t-shirt that you have on extra soft, tri-blend, premium, or performance? Because I have no idea how you tell the difference.
If you ask me in Discord or wherever, I'll go look at the order. So I am a little baffled by those things as well. When I was looking at buying one of the hoodies, I was baffled by that as well. And of course, Paul points out that there was a DDEV pillow given away at Drupal Camp Florida, which is pretty amazing that there's such a thing as a DDEV pillow.
It's in there.
So, yes, I can't believe that you are going to fly all the way across that huge ocean to come to DrupalCon for your first DrupalCon in 10 years. That is an amazing thing to do. Okay, so Graham says, can anybody confirm how many bath mats have been sold? Hey, there may be a way on the admin account to find that out. That's Bernardo went kind of wild, don't you think? As you know, I think we've talked about swag at previous meetings over the years. My interest in promoting swag is not very high, but having him do that, because it's just a lovely thing. And he has stickers. He created what DDEV Foundation paid for a very modest amount, like $90 for a gazillion stickers. And those will be at DrupalCon as well. So you can have DDEV stickers now. And if anybody needs DDEV stickers mailed to them, we can work that out too. Like if you have any event that is interested in DDEV, we will send DDEV stickers like crazy. Paul, we need to have a bunch of those at the platform booth. And I don't know, I bet you people would have lots of them, especially platform by policy doesn't do any kind of swag anymore, which is it's a pretty cool thing because by policy, they don't want to waste, they don't want to waste resources in the world. But all of us conference goers, love, or many of us love swag. And so anyway, good thing. Yeah, though Bernardo will be bringing them. I will remind him to bring, because I would think that there would be quite a lot that will be able to go. So blah, blah, blah. Yeah, there was they used to do, yeah, whatever. I was just responding to Sai's comment there. So anyway, that is all that is on the agenda. If you have anything to say, any concerns about DDEV, any things that you want to promote or mention, those are all welcome now. so quiet. I think we all know that we love to hear from you anytime and all the time. And so this is just one place. So, all right, Graham, glad to hear that everything's smooth. And Truls is asking if anybody's going to Drupal Dev Days. Anybody here going to that? That's in June, right? Where is that, Truls? I think it's in June. I would love to go.
Vienna, July. No, that's last year's.
In Bulgaria.
Bulgaria. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we were talking about doing a DDEV thing, but it is so hard to fly across the ocean. Yeah, we had talked about doing a DDEV thing, maybe speaking at that, but nothing ever came of it. The Typo 3 folks invited me to their developer event in November, and I would really love to go to that, but I do not know how to figure out the I do not think that the DDEV Foundation has adequate money or priorities to be spending much on travel anyway. You know, if I had like if we had been able to figure out the airfare another way, maybe lodging would be something that could come out of DDEV Foundation's money, but it's not like our goal at this point is to be flying people around. I would also love to make gazillions of DDEV t-shirts and hand them out, but you know, it's just not, and I don't see that as a priority for.
We should sell them.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, we have a way to sell them. The problem is they're quite expensive, as you just saw, and because they're made one at a time, so we definitely have them being sold. But if we made them in larger quantity, they could be sold for a smaller amount. But then somebody's got to manage all that.
No, I don't think we want to do that.
It's not on my list.
Well, I think
Go ahead.
bath mats, Randy. Bath mats are the answer. Hand out bath mats.
That's right.
Yeah, the bath
I think we
mats,
should
they-
have a t-shirt that says DDEV bath mats are the answer. I think
Yeah,
that's
there you go.
good.
I did, you know, Bernardo's not here today, but Bernardo's been very, very active in doing a number of things, but figuring this out is one of the things that he has done. And he's also maintaining DDEV.com. He's fixing up the updates and that kind of thing. He's contributing in many, many ways. But his excitement about making swag happen, making stickers happen, helped me to understand that those things aren't just about stuff. They're about a sense of community and about sharing together. You know, like Chris has his Redfin t-shirt on. So it's that sense of community and a way of sharing together. So swag isn't just shirts and stuff. It's more than that. So he helped me to understand that, and he went through all the work with everything to get that stuff going on Threadless with very little, with no support from me. Like I just, okay, you can do it. So, but I appreciate it. So. I used DDEV and all I got was this stinking bath mat. So. All right. If there's nothing else, I'll let you get on to your next meeting. I so appreciate you coming and look forward to working with you in all the places.
Thank you so much, Randy, for
you.
everything.
See
And
some of you next
Stas,
week.
Thank you all.